Hi friends, welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast, episode 167. That is the correct number this time. My name is Lori. I live in the Chicago suburbs with my husband Ryan and our two cats, Lydia and Priscilla. And I love to crochet and I love to knit. And you can find all of that yarny goodness on my social media, which is linked down below. It's linked in the description box. It could be down below, it could be up to the side. I don't know, depending on where you watch it. But my Instagram is there, my Ravelry is there, my email is there. All patterns that I'm going to talk about will be linked there as well. And the fancy yarns that I'm going to talk about will be linked as well. So, welcome. I'm glad you're here. It has been a month, let me tell you. June has turned out to be an expensive month for the Keel household. I won't go into all the details. You already know I have to replace the washer and dryer. There are other things that have had to be replaced. And yeah. And I know like people are going through much worse than what we've gone through. Hurricanes, you're out of power for weeks at a time. I mean, Venezuela with their earthquakes, like, my heart goes out to them. But it's like, when you're going through something, it's difficult. And so, I'm thankful that I don't have to go through some of those things, because I don't know how I would cope. I honestly don't know how I would cope. I don't think my mental health would allow me to cope. I'm just being honest here. So yeah, but because of everything that we've been going through, I have been able to meet some interesting people. Let me just say. So the other day I had to go to the laundromat because we don't have a washer and dryer. And I didn't want to go by myself, but I had no other option. I was like, just go do it. And so I got the washer going and I walked around to see how much the dryers were. And there was a lady sitting there crocheting. And I'm like, hey, new best friend, how's it going? And so we sat there and I had my knitting project. I knit, she crocheted, we chatted, we finished our laundry. There we go. So, hi Dawn, how are you? I hope your washer and dryer are fixed now too. Like you've got that situation handled. So, I mean, even when things are bad, some good things happen too. So another thing that I just thought was funny, I wanted to tell you guys, when we adopted Lydia and Priscilla, the shelter took photos of us with them and posted them on their Facebook page. And Lydia's in here like, because I moved things around, so oh my goodness, it's a whole new room now. But when they took pictures of us, they posted on their Facebook page. Immediately when they posted it, a lady from our HR, so my husband and I both work at the same place across the street. And the HR lady's like, Ryan and Lori, oh my gosh. And then about a week later, I got an email from a lady in finance. She's like, hey, I was scrolling Facebook and I saw you and Ryan had adopted two cats. And then she told me about her. There's Lydia. She told me about her experience with that shelter, all that. So that was so funny. But last Saturday, I went and got my hair cut. Still trying to decide if I like it or not, but we'll get there. Anyway, so I go and sit down and she's like, so what's new with you? And I was like, well, we got two cats. She's like, I know, I saw. How did you see? She's like, Facebook. And she was just like, oh, it's my client. And we're just gonna sit so pretty, aren't we, Lydia? Yeah. So I thought that was really funny. But speaking of the cats, they have been my nurses this week. On top of everything, I had to have a colonoscopy this week. It's just it's a regular routine thing. There's nothing really going on. It's just I'm at that age now where we have to do this. So, Wednesday I worked remote and started the prep, and every time I was in the bathroom, the cats were right there. Are you okay? You okay? Of course, they do that anyway. They do that with Ryan. They do that with me regularly anyway. Like, you go sit in the bathroom, what are you doing? What are you doing? But this time it was just like they knew something was off. So, especially when I'm up at 2 in the morning for 2 hours trying to finish the prep, they were downstairs with me the whole time. So you have like a gallon of this prep drink that you have to drink. And around dinner time, you have to drink half of it in 2 hours. And then 6 hours before you go in, you have to drink the second half. So the first half, I did okay. I did okay. Not very good, but I did okay. Then at 2 in the morning, I got up, poured a glass. It's one of those plastic glasses that you could get at Party City. Like, that's how old this glass is. I got the Wonder Woman one because I was like, I need Wonder Woman to help me through this. It took me 2 hours and I still wasn't finished with that one cup. Like, I could not do it. I take it a sip and then it's like, I forgot how to swallow. How do I swallow? I can't swallow. So that was it. I was like, it is what it is. I can't do anything else. And I will say, so Ryan went into the other room because he's like, you're going to be up. I just want to get some sleep. So I'll be in the other room. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Priscilla will come and sleep with us. Not very often. They both love to sleep under the bed. That's their thing. But when I was in the midst of prep, Lydia came and was like sleeping with me. She was making biscuits on the bed near me. At one point, she started making biscuits on my stomach, which I was like, I don't like that. But it didn't last very long. There's Priscilla now. They're both in here. They like to follow me around, which compared to the last two that we had, I'm loving this. The other two, Dixie couldn't care less about me. But anyway, so colonoscopy prep, did what I could. It was around midnight I started feeling a headache. And I'm calling this a colonoscopy headache because it was in the back at the bottom of my head. I've never really had, like, it wasn't a tension headache. It was just right here, and it was intense. And I couldn't take anything because I was getting ready to go under anesthesia. I can't take anything. So, and like I hadn't eaten much. It was all like clear liquids is all I've had. So we go to the outpatient clinic. I'm in pain. I can barely talk. It's hurting that much. It's not like a migraine though. It was different. It was very different. Get in. They asked me all the questions. You know, how did you do? Well, then the doctor came in and she's like, well, we do have some other things that you can try next time. And I'm like, awesome, I can do that. Not a problem. Yeah. It's good, chill. Yeah. So where was I? She's distracting me. So they get in, they give me the IV. They're like, maybe the fluids will help your headache. It's like, it's not. I don't know. So they do that. It doesn't help. I had to sit. They had somebody before me, so I had to sit there for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I turned on the TV. The Today Show, they were talking about froyo, and I was like, oh, ice cream sounds so good. Of course, at this point, anything sounds good. So we get through, they pull me back, and the anesthesiologist like, how's your headache? And I was like, it's still there. He's like, well, maybe a nap will help. I was like, maybe, because sometimes that's the only thing that helps me. So then he's like, I need you to lay on your side. And when I laid down, the pillow wasn't very, and I just remember him like folding it up to like give me some more support on my side so my head wouldn't be so down. And I was like, that was just so sweet of him. And so then he's like, you'll feel a sting once the anesthesia hits the IV, or it like enters into your hand. And so because I was in pain, I just laid there and I had my eyes closed. Like, I'm not gonna really talk much because I can't think. And so I was just laying there waiting to feel the sting. I never felt it. I was out. And then it's like a second later, to you. But I was just like, I could hear talking, and so I kept trying to say, okay, I'm awake, but I just could not get my mouth to move. And then they were like, Lori, you're done. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, wait, my headache is gone. That's good. But within 10 minutes, it was back. So then they wheel me back to the room. Ryan's like, you ready? Like, they have to do all the stuff as you're coming out of anesthesia before you can leave. They gave me some coffee and some crackers. Graham crackers, I should say. Those tasted so good. And then, so basically everything was clear. I like one of the first questions when I came to was like, did the prep work? And they were like, yes, you were fine. Thank goodness. Then we came home, as we were driving home, we stopped at Culver's. I got some ice cream there, although it's custard, I think. Got some ice cream and a burger, and that was my first meal after we were done. And some ibuprofen. And then I laid down. I slept for another 2 hours after that. The girls didn't come in with me, but when I woke up, Priscilla came in and was like laying here, and I was like able to like hug her like you do a teddy bear when you're little or when you're older. There's no shame in sleeping with stuffed animals. So yeah, but she is one, she can only lay still for like 20 seconds or 30 seconds and then gotta move. And when she does move and lays back down, she like falls and like body slams into you. So that was fun. So either you have someone making biscuits or you have somebody body slamming you. Okay. But we've only had them a month, so we're still learning each other. So it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So, shall we get on with the regular programming? I think we should. So for D.O.R.C, my drink today, I have a 0 sugar Snapple peach tea. When I was trying to get that glass of prep down, I was also like, I need to make sure I drink other fluids because I can't drink anything else after this. So I was drinking a lot of peach tea while I was sitting there. I tried to take a drink of prep and a drink of tea. So yeah, so that was, that's what I'm drinking today. My outfit, I am wearing a White Sox t-shirt because we're going to the White Sox game this afternoon. And so I figured I'd pull out my cowl. This colorway, it's a mini skein set, and the colorway is called Southpaw, which is the mascot of the Chicago White Sox. I think the pattern I used, I checked my Ravelry, I didn't link a pattern in my project. Nope. I think it's the June cowl. I will link that down below. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. But yeah, and I'm gonna take it off because I'm really hot right now. I'm not wearing this to the game. But yeah, June cowl, I'm pretty sure. Reading. I finished Poirot Investigates. It is a collection of short stories by Agatha Christie of Hercule Poirot. Ryan talked about him in his last sermon. Most specifically, David Suchet, who is the actor that I know as Poirot. He read the audiobook version. There's several versions of the audiobook of the Bible, and David Suchet is one that you can pick. So that's who I listen to when I listen to the Bible. So yeah, and then I've started listening to, I went back to the Bunbury mysteries. Hello, Priscilla. Yeah. I listened to one and I'm mostly finished with the second one. I'll put the titles on the screen. I cannot think of them right now. And I did not write them down. So, D.O.R.C, drink, outfit, reading, crafting. I don't have any finished objects. I will talk about my makes in progress. I'll start with the crochet. So, living in this Christmas sheepy tote bag is what I'm calling Christmas on the Horizon. It is a cardigan, a hexagon cardigan. The name of the pattern is the Horizon Cardigan by Mary Etheridge, hence Christmas on the Horizon. The yarn that I am using is Big Twist Winter. This is from Joann's. You can now buy it on Hirschner's. It is 100% anti-pilling acrylic. You get 601 yards for 200 grams. So this, I balled them all up. So this one is Merry and Bright. This one is Christmas Tree Farm. You got the nice gray in there. That's how I know. Oh, here's the other ones. Yeah, this is Christmas Tree Farm. This one is Party at the North Pole. And this one is Twinkle Lights. And that's what these two look like. Okay. So, last time you saw, I had finished the hexagon part of it, and was working on the width and a little bit of the length of the cardigan. So last time you saw I was here, I have finished. Since finished, I have used stitch markers. So this is this side of the cardigan. And then I will add length to the sleeve and do the cuff and all of that. So that's what that side looks like so far. Let me show you real quick. The progress creeper I have, it's a stitch marker. It's this Christmas sweater. It says, "This is my ugly Christmas sweater." And then I started the other two colors. So the first side is just two of the colors interspersed between each other. The second side will be the other two colors. So, and then the rest of it will be the four colors combined. I will say, when I was balling up the one cake, it was so bad. I just cut a lot of the tangle out and it's in its own little bag. So yeah, so here is my hexagon so far. There you can see it, what it'll look like. So on this side I started with a pink, and this side I started with the hot green. So this is the Grinch side, and this is the Cindy Lou Who side of the cardigan. Because yes, this is very, very much giving Grinch vibes. I am almost done with the second color, so yeah, so I'll just keep working those. What I've done is I've taken, so it goes from like the bright green to the dark green, and that's where it stops. So each ball is like one color repeat. Does that make sense? I hope so. So yeah, this is my entry into the Slow and Steady Festive Make-Along that's being hosted by Allie of Little Drops of Wonderful and Suzanne of Green Lambkin Yarns. Then, my next sweater that I'm working on, living in this basket, I had to move it. It's also housing my yarn bowl that my dad made me. So this basket's very heavy, and I'm glad that this is such a durable. But in here is my Rainbow Bright sweater. The rainbow sweater is a pattern by Yelly Knits. I'm doing mine in the colors inspired by Rainbow Bright, because she's one of my favorites. This is my Slow and Steady make-along. Honestly, like this thing, it's gonna take me a while. So last time you saw, I have completed the rainbow part, attaching sweater to the rainbow. Where's my stitch marker? Yeah, I think I've done like 5 rows. So that's where I was. Yeah, I don't know, just haven't wanted to work on it right now. But so my needle stoppers are Rainbow Bright and a rainbow, and this is where I am so far. Oh goodness, but the sleeves are already done. I think, yeah, I just need to keep going, and then when I get to the part where I'm freaking out about getting to, we'll get there. We'll get through it. It'll be fine. I was thinking, oh, when I started this in January, I was like, I should be able to get this done by the time YarnCon happens in April. Now I'm doubting if I could get it done in time for Halloween. Like, this would be my Halloween costume. I don't think so. But we shall see. We shall see. And then I have 2 pairs of socks. Actually, no, I don't have 2 pairs of socks. I have a pair of socks and a hat that I'm working on. So in this Disney cat bag that I made myself is the Sockhead Slouch hat by Kelly McClure. The yarn is, let me get my glasses. I remembered to grab them this time. So the yarn is Up North Yarns, up meaning Upper Peninsula. Up North Yarns, hand dyed in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. This is on her zebra fingering weight yarn, and the colorway is zebra blue. So it's lovely blue. And you can see the zebra part of it. So yeah, so last time I talked, I was like, you know what? I don't like a folded brim. Just not my style. So I decided I was going to stop the ribbing 2 inches. Actually, I think I got 3 inches. You're supposed to do ribbing for 4 so you can fold the brim. I think I'm 3. I can't remember. It's not that important. But I finished the ribbing and I've gone to the regular part of the hat. I switched to bigger needle size for the pattern. My needle stoppers are little cats. And here is my hat so far. So I have Mickey Mouse here. Right here is where I finished. And so this is what I've done with the laundromat, honestly. And I will say, I have noticed, maybe it's just because my hands are sweatier right now because of the summer. My fingers turn blue because of the yarn. So that's going to be fun to wash when it's done. I think I might take this with me to the game this afternoon. I think so. And then I'll just have blue hands. Hey, it'll look like I'm cheering for the Royals who are playing. I do have another project I was thinking of taking. My socks, though, are living in my Rapunzel bag. Purple sparkles. Yes, yes. And here is the Lemon Drizzle Socks by Debbie Ford. I was influenced by Allie of Little Drops of Wonderful. She had made these socks and she talks about how much she loves. Those are her favorite socks. And so I thought I'd try new patterns of socks, although I am missing vanilla socks. So for the toe and the cuff, I'm going to use the Gem Luxe Fibers. This is from her 2024 show colorway. It's a Luxe Sock Mini, so it's 75/25. And the colorway is a Southern Peach. And then the main color, put that away. The main color is a yarn that has been in my stash the longest. It is From Me to Yarn. I don't know if they dye anymore. It's on her Steady Sock base. It is 75/25. And the colorway is Crystal Opal. You guys. Yeah. This colorway, like, look at how it works out. Like, it's just, why did I wait so long to make this? I don't know. So, but that's the bottom of the foot. Here is the top. And there's the Lemon Drizzle pattern. I will say, like, if I'm working on this and trying to watch something or talk to people, I lose count. And so the pattern is not perfect, but who cares? Last time you saw, I was here with my little, I don't have a lemon, but I picked a lemon gem. So yeah, I've gotten pretty far. I am through the foot. I'm ready to start the heels. my basic sock recipe is 2 at a time, obviously, toe up, obviously. And then for the heel, I usually do this shadow wrap heel. The pattern, and there's a tutorial by Earth Tones girl, Denise. It's all linked down below. So yeah, oh my gosh, these are so pretty. I'm loving these socks for sure. The project I was thinking I might take with me to the baseball game, when I split the yarn to do 2 and 2, I didn't do the whole skein of yarn. I still have a little stash left. I may take that with me and start like a little cowl. I may do the June cowl. I was just thinking about that. I mean, I have a couple of hours left to think about this, so trying to decide, what do I want to do? Or do I just take the hat because it's already ready and I don't have to prep anything and I can just go? I think I might do that, although I'm worried about the blue. But if I eat first, then I don't have to worry. Oh, anyway, so that's all I have for you today. It's a short, sweet little episode. And so with that, I will see you all later. God bless. Bye.